The sky above Earth was quiet, almost peaceful. But something far beyond the clouds stirred tension among the people below. Satellites orbiting the planet detected strange objects moving at incredible speeds, unlike anything humanity had seen before. At first, scientists thought it was a meteor shower. Then, the calculations came in, and the truth was undeniable. A fleet of alien ships was approaching the solar system. Not slowly, not subtly, they were coming straight for Earth. The world watched in disbelief as governments activated emergency protocols, and news channels buzzed with speculation and fear. Yet, fear alone could not prepare humanity for what was about to come. Commander Ilara Voss stood on the observation deck of the International Space Defense Station, orbiting high above Earth. She had trained for many scenarios in her career, but nothing like this. Her eyes scanned the holographic display, which showed hundreds of glowing shapes moving in formation, far beyond the moon. "They're not just scouts," she said, her voice calm but firm. "This is an organized fleet, and they're coming fast." Dr. Arun Mehta, an astrobiologist and communications expert, leaned closer to the display. He had been working on decoding signals from deep space, signals that humans had never encountered. "I'm picking up energy signatures," he said, pointing to a series of strange pulses coming from Mars's orbit. "They're unlike anything in our records. Whatever is out there, it's advanced." Ilara nodded. "We need to understand them before they reach us. Full analysis of their trajectory, energy readings, and communications." Now, across Earth, panic and excitement mixed in a strange, uneasy cocktail. Children stared at the sky. Adults argued about whether humanity was ready to face an extraterrestrial threat. And scientists worked around the clock to study every piece of data streaming from space. Humanity had always wondered if life existed beyond Earth. Now, the question was no longer theoretical, it was immediate, and potentially dangerous. Meanwhile, Arun and his team began a deeper investigation. The energy pulses weren't random, they followed a pattern. As he analyzed the data, his eyes widened. "It's not just Earth they're targeting," he said. "Their fleet is heading straight for Mars." "That's unusual." Ilara turned sharply. "Mars? Why would they go there first?" "They might be setting up a base," Arun suggested. "Or using it as a staging ground for an invasion. Whatever it is, it's not friendly." The thought sent a chill down Ilara's spine. Humanity had prepared for asteroid threats, solar flares, even rogue AI, but an alien invasion? That was uncharted territory. Yet, she refused to give in to fear. Humanity's strength had always been its creativity, its ability to work together, and its determination to survive. She had to rely on that now. On Earth, the United Nations convened an emergency session. World leaders spoke of alliances, defenses, and evacuation plans. But Ilara and her team knew that diplomacy was not the immediate answer. They had to understand the aliens first, what they wanted, what they were capable of, and whether there was any way to stop them before they reached Mars. Back on the station, Arun adjusted his instruments, trying to make sense of the alien signals. Patterns emerged, geometric shapes, repeating pulses, frequencies that seemed almost like language. But it was unlike any language on Earth. It was advanced, intelligent, and deliberate. "They're communicating," Arun said, excitement creeping into his voice. "I don't know what they're saying yet, but it's definitely intentional." Ilara crossed her arms. "Then we have to respond in a way they can understand. If we don't, they might assume we're hostile or worse, that we're weak." As the fleet moved closer, a strange phenomenon began to unfold near Mars. Arun's instruments picked up an unusual energy field surrounding the planet. It pulsed faintly at first, then grew stronger, almost as if Mars itself was sending a signal back. "Ilara," Arun said, pointing at the readings. This is incredible. Mars is active. Some kind of energy field. Maybe even a shield." Ilara's eyes narrowed. "Are you saying Mars is defending itself?" "I don't know yet," Arun admitted. "But it's definitely interacting with the alien fleet." The rudder? From the observation deck, Ilara watched the distant red planet. It had always seemed quiet, almost lifeless. A barren world in the solar system. Now, it appeared alive in a way humanity had never imagined. She felt a mix of awe and hope. If Mars had a way to stop the aliens or at least slow them down, Earth might not face destruction after all. Meanwhile, humans on Earth watched the sky with a mix of fear and curiosity. The media ran non-stop coverage. Live images of the alien fleet, expert opinions, speculative animations showing what might happen. Social media buzzed with conspiracy theories, fears, and, for the first time, real hope that humanity might witness an interstellar event unlike anything before. As the fleet approached Mars, strange patterns began to form in space. The aliens' ships moved as if they sensed the energy field, adjusting their trajectory, testing its strength. Arun and his team worked feverishly to understand the interaction, mapping every pulse, every reflection of energy. Ilara knew that time was short. The alien fleet was faster than anything humanity had. And if Mars's energy field failed, or if the aliens found a way to bypass it, Earth could be next. She contacted world leaders, urging patience and focus. Humanity's survival depended not on panic or weapons alone, but on intelligence, cooperation, and the ability to adapt. Listen carefully, Ilara said during a live broadcast from the station. We don't fully understand what's happening near Mars. But we do know this. Humanity has always faced challenges. And we've always found a way forward. Panic will not save us, cooperation will. The answers lie in science, observation, and unity. Arun nodded beside her. And perhaps, in learning from Mars itself, there's something there. Something ancient and powerful. If we pay attention, we might just find the key to our survival. The hours passed with tense anticipation. The alien fleet moved closer to Mars, and every human on Earth seemed to hold their breath. Scientists monitored energy fluctuations, engineers ran simulations, and Ilara coordinated with every orbital station, satellite, and telescope in the solar system. Then, something remarkable happened. A pulse from Mars's energy field struck the lead alien ship, causing its shields to shimmer and waver. The fleet paused, signals from their formation scrambled unexpectedly, and the ships adjusted their path. The humans watching the data cheered quietly. Mars had made the first move. Ilara and Arun exchanged a look. They underestimated the planet, Arun said softly. Mars has defenses. Yes, Ilara replied, eyes on the display. And if it has defenses, then maybe, just maybe, Earth has a chance. As the alien fleet lingered near Mars, confused by the energy pulses, humanity realized something important. The universe was vast, mysterious, and often dangerous. But humans were resilient. Curiosity, intelligence, and cooperation were their greatest strengths. And now, they had time to study, understand, and perhaps turn the situation to their advantage. The story of the approaching fleet was no longer just a tale of fear. It had become a story of discovery, of ancient planetary secrets, and of humanity's chance to shine not through weapons or war, but through observation, understanding, and clever problem-solving. As the sun set over Earth, casting long shadows over cities and deserts, mountains, and oceans, humans looked up at the sky. Somewhere between Earth and Mars, the alien fleet hovered uncertainly, while a silent, invisible shield pulsed from the red planet. And somewhere in the minds of humans, a thought took hold. Humanity was not alone, but it was ready to rise. The alien fleet hovered near Mars, their sleek ships glinting faintly against the blackness of space. The lead vessel's lights flickered, struggling to maintain formation as the planet's energy field pulsed steadily around them. What the aliens had expected to be a simple, swift approach to Mars turned into confusion. For the first time, they were not in control. On the International Space Defense Station, Commander Ilara Voss leaned over the observation console, her eyes fixed on the incoming data. They don't know what they're facing, she said quietly. And whatever it is, it's strong. Dr. Arun Mehta's fingers flew over his instruments. Graphs and signals filled the holographic displays, showing energy pulses interacting with the alien ships in ways no human had ever witnessed. "It's not just a shield," Arun explained. "Mars, it's alive in some way. Or at least its systems are. The energy field is adaptive. It responds to their technology. Every time they adjust, Mars adjusts." Ilara nodded. "So, the planet is defending itself. That's incredible." On board one of the alien ships, confusion spread among their crew or what passed for a crew. Humans could not hear them, could not understand their language. But the alien formation faltered, signals between ships scrambled, commands that should have been simple were delayed, distorted, or ignored. Something on Mars interfered with their systems, rendering their advanced technology unreliable. Back on Earth, scientists and engineers watched the events unfold in real time. Humanity had never experienced an interstellar event like this, yet the excitement was palpable. Schools, research centers, and observatories filled with students and scientists, all glued to screens and instruments, studying the aliens' every move. Humanity had a front-row seat to an alien fleet confronting a force it could not control. Ilara studied the energy pulses. "These are not random," she said. "They follow a pattern almost like intelligence. The planet itself is communicating with them in its own way." "Adios," Arun's eyes widened. "Imagine a network of AI systems, left behind by an ancient civilization. Maybe Mars had a species long ago that perfected planetary defense and left it active for anyone who tried to intrude. That would explain this energy field. It's adaptive, strategic, almost alive." Ilara smiled faintly. "And we're lucky to witness it. Mars is teaching us something important. Observation, adaptation, intelligence, all without firing a single weapon." Meanwhile, the alien fleet struggled. The ships slowed, as if unsure whether to proceed. They scanned, recalibrated, and attempted to bypass the energy field. But every maneuver was met with resistance. One by one, their shields began to shimmer and fail temporarily, systems flickering under invisible pressure. The humans watching marveled. Humanity had long imagined space battles and alien invasions, but no one expected a planet itself to be the defender. It was not strength or violence that protected Mars, it was intelligence, design, and careful engineering. Something humans could admire and learn from. From the station, Ilara directed teams to analyze the alien reactions. Track every adjustment they make, every change in speed, every shift in formation. Mars is giving us clues about strategy and technology. We need to learn as much as possible. Arun pointed to a series of readings. "Look at this. The energy field pulses in response to their ship's energy signatures. It's almost like it's reading them, understanding their systems, and countering them in real time. It's like the planet is a giant puzzle solver." Ilara leaned closer. "And the aliens didn't expect it. They assumed technology alone could dominate a world. They didn't account for intelligence combined with patience and design. Mars has become their teacher and their obstacle." Across Mars's orbit, the alien ships tried new tactics. They attempted to split their fleet, sending smaller vessels to probe the energy field. Some approached closer, others attempted to communicate. Yet, each time, the energy field adjusted. Signals distorted, navigation systems faltered, and the aliens' confidence began to waver. On Earth, people began to notice something remarkable. There was no panic. Instead, humanity watched, fascinated. As intelligence, both alien and human, met a challenge beyond mere firepower. Children sketched alien ships in art class, scientists ran simulations to understand energy interactions, and ordinary citizens followed live streams, learning the basics of planetary defense. Ilara observed the fleet through high-resolution telescopes. "They're trying to understand Mars," she said. "They don't know how to respond. Every time they make a move, the planet counters it, and they're slowing down." Arun nodded. "It's teaching us too. We're seeing principles we could never have imagined: energy adaptation, feedback loops, strategic defense without weapons. It's inspiring. Hours passed, and the alien fleet continued to struggle. Their ships, once precise and synchronized, now moved hesitantly, almost cautiously. Mars's energy pulses continued to disrupt them, forcing them to retreat slightly, adjust, and rethink every maneuver. The humans monitoring the event realized that the alien invaders were facing something far greater than their technology alone. Elara turned to Arun. "We should prepare a plan not to fight, but to communicate. If Mars is already defending itself, maybe we can learn from it, too. Perhaps we can work with it." Arun's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Yes. If we can interface with the energy field, understand its logic, we might unlock new knowledge. This could change everything. Energy production, AI, even space travel. Humanity could leap forward without a single battle fought." Meanwhile, the alien fleet began to scatter. Smaller vessels that had tried to bypass Mars's defenses found themselves trapped in distorted orbital paths, unable to move efficiently. The energy field's influence was subtle but relentless, guiding the aliens away from the planet's surface without a single act of violence. On the station, Elara observed one ship struggle to maintain orbit. "They're losing coordination," she said. "Mars isn't attacking them, it's just making them ineffective. It's a perfect defense." Arun recorded everything meticulously. "Look at this interaction," he said. "It's almost like Mars is testing them, evaluating their intelligence, their adaptability. Perhaps it's more than a defense, it's a challenge." The news reached Earth's population in real time. People were amazed. Humanity had always feared alien invasion as a violent, destructive event. Instead, they witnessed a silent, elegant confrontation. A demonstration that intelligence, design, and patience could prevail over even the most advanced invaders. Elara gathered her team. "We have a rare opportunity," she said. "Mars has shown us something extraordinary. Let's study it carefully, and let's be ready. If these aliens recover and try again, we'll need every insight we can get." Arun smiled. "It's more than insight. It's hope. We see now that intelligence and adaptation, curiosity, learning, and patience can protect a world. And maybe, just maybe, humanity can reach that level too." As the alien fleet slowly retreated from Mars, unable to comprehend or overcome the energy field, humans celebrated quietly. Not with weapons, not with destruction, but with understanding. They had witnessed a victory of intelligence over aggression, a lesson that would shape the future of humanity forever. For the first time, humans realized that survival in the universe depended not on violence, but on observation, learning, and cooperation. Mars had not only defended itself, it had shown a path forward for those willing to watch and learn. Elara gazed at the distant red planet. "Mars has taught us something important," she said softly. "It's not about fighting, it's about understanding. The universe is vast, and we are small, but we can rise to challenges with intelligence and curiosity." Arun nodded. "And soon, we'll find out exactly what Mars is and what it wants to teach us. Perhaps it holds the key to technologies and ideas that can change humanity forever." The fleet drifted away, not destroyed, not defeated, but humbled. Mars remained silent and powerful, a guardian of knowledge and strategy. And humanity, watching from their small blue planet, realized they had a lesson to learn, not from conflict, but from observation and wisdom. As the sun set over Earth, casting golden light across oceans and mountains, Elara and Arun looked toward the stars. The alien fleet had come to conquer, but it was Mars that had triumphed without violence. Humanity had survived another day, not by might, but by intelligence, patience, and cooperation. And for the first time, they understood the vast potential waiting for them in the universe. Humanity's story was no longer about fear. It was about learning, discovery, and hope. And in the quiet between stars, Mars waited, ready to share its secrets with those who could understand. The alien fleet had retreated, confused and humbled by Mars's mysterious energy field. For Earth, relief spread like sunlight through the clouds. Humanity had survived an invasion. Not by force, but by intelligence, observation, and cooperation. Yet the story was far from over. The real discovery lay waiting on Mars itself. Commander Alara Voss, Dr. Arun Mehta, and a team of scientists prepared for humanity's first cautious expedition to the Red Planet. The world watched eagerly, holding its collective breath. Rockets lifted from Earth, carrying not weapons, but hope, curiosity, and an insatiable desire to understand. As the spacecraft approached Mars, Alara gazed out at the rusty, cratered surface below. "It's beautiful," she said softly, "and dangerous, in ways we've only just begun to comprehend." Arun adjusted the instruments. "It's more than beautiful. It's alive with intelligence, in a way we don't fully understand yet. Every pulse, every signal we observed from orbit, it all points to an ancient system, designed by a civilization far older than us." The team landed near the largest energy pulse observed from orbit. The Martian surface was rocky and barren, yet faint glimmers of metallic structures emerged from the red dust. They were massive, geometric, and perfectly integrated into the landscape, as if Mars itself had grown around them. "Look at that," said Alara, stepping out in her suit. "This isn't natural. These structures, they were built." Arun knelt beside a glowing panel, partially buried in the sand, and still active. "The energy readings are high. This is the source of the planetary field we saw from orbit. Somehow, it's autonomous, operating without a living species controlling it." The humans explored carefully. Every structure seemed to pulse with a soft, rhythmic energy, responding subtly to their movements, their tools, even their spoken words. It was as if Mars was aware of them, watching, assessing, guiding. Alara led the team deeper into the largest structure, a towering complex that stretched hundreds of meters across the surface. Holographic interfaces activated at their approach, displaying alien symbols and patterns. Arun's devices translated fragments of information into human-readable data, revealing astonishing facts. "This civilization," Arun whispered, "was ancient, older than anything we've documented. They mastered interstellar travel, advanced energy systems, and planetary defense. And yet, they left no traces of themselves alive. Mars is their legacy." Alara nodded slowly. "And their legacy is protecting the solar system. That shield, that energy field, it wasn't just for defense. It was teaching, testing. Only intelligent and adaptive species could survive the approach of advanced intruders." The team discovered that the energy field was powered by a network of AI systems, integrated with the planet itself. These systems could analyze technology, respond strategically, and adjust in real time without human intervention. Mars had become a silent guardian, a sentinel waiting for those capable of understanding its design. As they moved through the complex, humans began to interact with the systems. Holographic maps of the solar system displayed alien star routes, energy distribution networks, and advanced AI designs. Arun's excitement grew with every discovery. "We can learn so much from this," he said. "Energy efficiency, AI cooperation, planetary engineering, this could change humanity forever." Alara observed a console that displayed real-time interactions with the alien fleet that had approached Mars. "Look at this," she said. "The planet didn't attack them, it simply made them ineffective. It was strategy, intelligence, adaptation, not destruction." The team realized that the aliens' failure was not due to power or weapons, but to misunderstanding and underestimating intelligence. Humanity, in contrast, had observed, analyzed, and cooperated exactly what Mars's systems had been waiting for. Days passed as the team studied the structures. They mapped the energy nodes, analyzed AI protocols, and experimented with controlled simulations. Every step revealed new insights, new possibilities for human technology, and new respect for the ancient civilization that had designed such a sophisticated system. On Earth, news of the discoveries inspired excitement and unity. Humanity had faced an existential threat and survived, not through conflict, but through intelligence. Scientists, engineers, students, and ordinary citizens celebrated the victory of knowledge over aggression. Children built models of Mars's energy systems in schools. Universities held lectures explaining the AI networks, planetary defenses, and adaptive energy fields. Humanity's imagination had been expanded, not by destruction, but by curiosity. One evening, as the sun set over the Martian horizon, Arun activated a large holographic display. A network of lights spread across the planet, illustrating the flow of energy, the responsiveness of AI nodes, and the intricate coordination that had stopped the alien fleet. Alara studied the map. "It's beautiful," she said, "and it shows us something important. Intelligence, adaptability, and cooperation, those are the greatest defenses a species can have. Mars proved it. And now, we can learn from it." Arun nodded. "This technology isn't just for defense. It can teach us how to solve energy crises, optimize AI systems, explore space more efficiently. Humanity has a chance to leap forward without ever firing a weapon." The team worked tirelessly. They learned to interface with the Martian AI, translating alien protocols into usable human formats. They discovered energy sources that could power entire cities without pollution. They developed AI collaboration systems that improved decision-making, planning, and resource management. Every discovery strengthened humanity's understanding of intelligence, strategy, and patience. One day, as Alara and Arun explored a deep cavern within the complex, they stumbled upon a chamber filled with records of the extinct civilization. Holographic displays showed star charts, planetary systems, and even the history of their species. The civilization had spread across the stars, built advanced technologies, and faced challenges far beyond human imagination. Yet they had disappeared, leaving behind only their creations, tools, AI systems, and lessons encoded in the planet itself. Alara paused, absorbing the magnitude of what they had found. "They didn't survive," she said softly. "But they left something far greater. A guide, a teacher, a challenge for those willing to learn." Arun smiled. "And we passed the first test. We survived the aliens by understanding, by observing, by thinking. Now we have the chance to rise too." The team returned to their spacecraft to communicate their findings to Earth. Leaders, scientists, and citizens listened in awe as the story unfolded. Humanity had not only survived an alien threat, they had been inspired by it. The lesson was clear. Intelligence, curiosity, and cooperation could achieve more than weapons or armies ever could. In the weeks that followed, humanity began integrating Martian knowledge into everyday life. Energy systems on Earth improved. AI networks became more advanced and cooperative. And new technologies opened opportunities for exploration and research. Humanity's perspective of the universe shifted. It was no longer a place of fear and danger alone, it was a place of learning, discovery, and potential. As the humans on Mars gazed at the alien fleet far in the distance, they realized that the invaders had not been destroyed by force. They had failed because they lacked understanding, patience, and intelligence. And humanity had succeeded in part because they had embraced those qualities. Alara turned to Arun, her expression thoughtful. "Mars didn't just protect us, it taught us. And now, we have a choice. We can rise to the challenge of the universe, or we can remain small and fearful." Arun looked at the horizon, where the red planet met the stars. "I think humanity is ready," he said. "We've seen what's possible. We've learned that intelligence, cooperation, and curiosity can overcome any obstacle. The universe is waiting, and we can rise to meet it." The Martian AI systems pulsed softly in the background, as if acknowledging their words. Mars had been patient, observing, and testing. Now, It seemed to recognize the potential of humanity, the same potential that had allowed humans to survive the alien fleet without violence. Alara smiled. Then let's rise. Let's learn. Let's explore. Humanity has faced the unknown, and we've proven we can adapt, understand, and succeed. As the sun set over Mars, casting long, golden shadows across ancient structures, humanity began a new chapter. Not through weapons, not through conquest, but through knowledge, cooperation, and the courage to explore. Mars had awakened humanity to its potential, and Earth had witnessed a lesson that would shape the species for generations to come. The alien fleet remained a distant memory, a reminder that intelligence, patience, and strategy could surpass power. Mars's legacy, and humanity's awakening, would forever be linked. From that day forward, humans looked to the stars, not with fear, but with hope, curiosity, and the confidence that they could rise to meet whatever the universe had in store. Humanity had survived, humanity had learned, and humanity had awakened.